It's very nice to be thought of as being pretty, as being, it's a plus. It's nice. It's not terribly important, but it is nice to have it in your favor.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here and I really appreciate your time. I wanted to come on here and quickly talk about this whole conversation I see going on online of women thirsting for Pierre.
What's up? Are you so excited you're a part of the Lion King?
Yes.
I've been a fan since I was, oh my God, your eyes, oh my God. Oh my God, those close up we should get a close up. Those are like mesmerizing, beautiful.
Thank you.
What color are they?
I don't know.
I'll find out. I'll tell you what.
You feel this love?
I do, and I receive it. Thank you so much.
All right, y'all. Okay. So tell me, when did you first start acting?
Wow, I think I first started acting, I was about 14 or 15.
And I just wanted to discuss a few things and also kind of state the obvious here that you guys are very much thirsting over this man because he is light-skinned with light eyes. Now, not to take any shade away from him, I think he actually is an attractive man. I think if he had darker skin and he had brown eyes, I think he would still be attractive. I think he would still be like a 9 or 8. But I can very much see the thirst online, and many of the conversations are specifically about his eye color, and I think his skin tone plays a big part in it. Now, before we continue, I do want to say this. I am personally biased regarding this topic because I am not particularly attracted to light-skinned men. In particular, the combination of light skin and light eyes. I am into brown to dark skin, deep, big brown eyes with long eyelashes and thick eyebrows and like a heavy brow and a broad nose and kinky hair and waves and locks. Like, that's my thing. So off the rip, I have to be honest and say his particular phenotype is not the one that I'm attracted to in men. So I do want to be honest about that. However, I do find the deepness of his voice, his body type, as well as the charisma and presence that he brings to the characters that he plays to be attractive. So that is, in fact, attractive to me. So on that tip alone, I see the attraction. I get the thirst, but I would be lying if I did not think that, again, some of this has to do with colorism and featureism and how his particular features automatically make him more attractive to certain women based off of the fact that colorism tells us that his eyes, make him more attractive, his skin tone makes him more attractive, because other than that, he has, the typical features of a black man. So the conversations that I'm seeing online are of black women going back and forth in the comment sections. You have women like me who are like not getting it, kind of, and you have women who swear up and down he is the finest man they've ever seen. And I see a lot of women in particular, pretty eyes, your pretty eyes, his pretty eyes, his pretty eyes, even in the example and the clip that I played before my commentary, Kelly Clarkson was commenting on the color of his eyes. I think his eyes are one of those eye colors that shift depending on the lighting and the weather and the season. I have a family member that has eyes like that. Sometimes they appear to be gray, sometimes they appear to be hazel, sometimes they appear to be ice blue. So that's what I'm thinking his eye color is, or what it is. So yes, I'm seeing a lot of women discussing his looks in a way that I find is so obviously blatant colorism. I just find it to be so funny with women in particular black women, that colorism, texturism, all of the isms are a huge problem, and let's discuss them, let's dismantle them, right? When it comes to black women being on the receiving end, but then when black women are stating their preferences in terms of them potentially being colorist and placing someone with light skin and light eyes on a pedestal based off of those specific features alone, then it's okay. We can be openly thirsty. There's no problem. Girl, he just fine, right? To me, that is rather interesting because, like I said, this is a very clear sign of colorist thirstiness. That's very clearly what this is to me. I mean, I get it. I understand, like I said, I understand his overall appeal. I think that he is an attractive guy. I think his voice, the deepness of his voice particularly, that's what is I find to be attractive, as well as his accent. I didn't even know he was from the UK. So that was an interesting thing when I was looking up interviews about him, trying to make sure I pronounce his name correctly. He seems to be really humble in interviews as well. He seems to be a very grounded person. He seems to be passionate about acting and the art of theater in particular, which is evident in the quality that he brings to his characters that he portrays. So yeah, I get it. I get the thirst, but we have to be honest in the fact that this is definitely colorism. Let's do a check here to see if we all live the same lives. When I was a little girl, we would have these magazines like Word Up magazines, and they were basically, similar to what people would do now on social media, where they post like their man crush. But in this case, we would get magazines, we would circle it, we would, tear pictures out, put in our lockers. We would share with our girlfriends and talk about like, oh, you know, let's use Pretty Ricky for example, or B2K for example. Oh, Mariana's my baby. No, Mariana's my baby. No, Lil Fizz, you know what I'm saying? We would go back and forth about which band member was our favorite, right? Do y'all live the same life? And oftentimes, I would find that my friends and the girls, we were discussing the boy band with at the lunch table, they will always lean towards the light skinned guys and or the guys with good hair. And my pick or my selection would always be strange because I would lean or be more attractive to, like I said in the beginning of this video, dark skin, brown skin. And I will always find it strange. And back then, a lot of my friends and the girls at the lunch table will openly discuss how they want their baby to have good hair. They want their baby to have pretty eyes. That was the sort of language that was very normal to use back then. And I'm reading a lot of these comments, and it's giving very much that, like, black women are being very obviously thirsty and colorist concerning Aaron Pierre. And hey, it is what it is. But yeah, that's all I want to say on this topic. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.